There comes a day when any player may have to step up and shoulder the burden of winning the game for their team out of any position. So when a gang of Bearcats found their way in the pure state of Utah, the BYU Cougars were struggling to do anything against their stout defense until they remembered the best tool to use against gangs, the Rehkow case. And luckily for them, their punter was none other than Mr. Ryan Rehkow, as he would do his best to lock them deep in their own territory, as his very first punt of the night was his butte to the 10-yard line. He takes the plea deal, no chance of getting out of there anytime soon. Next, he'd send a Bearcat reeling backwards as a 54 yards of pure punishment were coming at him. But unfortunately, he was able to break free for a couple of yards on that return. But the Rehkow case couldn't end there, so lined up once again, nothing but a donut put up in the second quarter on offense, and Ryan this time sends a layup, but not to the returner, to his right-hand man, his lieutenant if you will, as the defendant should have tried the plea deal here, but was instead slammed with the hammer of justice, known as a grown man folding him like laundry. This wouldn't be the end of the case. The next ball goes up as Ryan says, "Now what were you doing on the 21st of September? Laundry? Wrong! The 21st of September hasn't happened yet." Bang! Another guy gets smacked, fumbling a basic question under the pressure. The next one, he wouldn't even bother answering, just avoiding it altogether. Unfortunately, the question was, don't say anything if you committed a crime. This is known as a classic in the lawyer manual, as Ryan Rehkow continues picking apart these Bearcats. Unfortunately, the Cougars would try to go on the offensive using Rehkow, needing something big to break their case open. And you remember how we got here to begin with. It's because people seem to be lacking the ability to complete their assignments. So naturally, 2 men on the shield were sucking harder than somebody trying to raise their grade in the class. So Ryan had to dodge one guy, but faced down 2 more in his wake for a short loss after everybody missed their blocks. But I digress, because shortly after, he blasts the ball the length of the field, jump-starting this case once again as they not only catch the returner, but another player attempting to block in the back. No, back to the slammer you go, stay inside the 5. And for his last 2 punts, he catches 2 fleeing members of the Bearcat gang on their heels and blasts them back-to-back 60-yard punts as he concludes this game, averaging over 54 yards a punt with a buttload of them staying inside the 5 and 10.
68-yard punt.